Before I get into the compensation, I'm going to lead off with this. I'm going to want you at this point to just have, if you can, have a pen and paper, or if you have your iPad or something nearby, take a note or two because I don't want to confuse you. What we have is an amazing system here that's taken us more than, I guess, more than a year or so to create and develop so that we can start this company. We created a compensation plan that has enough facets to it that you can have complementary incomes take care of you while you're building up the others. And I'll clarify more of what I mean. So, as you look at the screen, you see these six things there, and they're called business centers. Okay? I call them two by two business centers, but certainly that's what they are. And you also see in the middle of the screen something called President's Circle. I want you to just put an asterisk on your paper, whatever you have near you, because I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you why this little ribbon is red and it's right in the middle of the page because this is one of our income catalysts. It will enhance your income by a huge margin. You don't want to miss it. Then notice you see there's a maintenance cost. This maintenance cost isn't for every business center. It's just total. When you have to have all these business centers open or any one of them, it just takes a one-time payment of $25 a month, once a month. With that one-time $25 per month payment, it actually keeps all of your business centers active. It also keeps active your residual income. And don't worry, you don't have to know what that means yet because I'm going to cover it. I just need you to be aware before I start. Take a look at the business entrepreneur level. That is our entry level of business. This entry level of business is where a lot of people start because they don't have much money. They're in a position now because financially, whether it's through loss of job, through some decisions they've made, or through bad investing, I don't know. Many people don't have enough money to get started on a very high business level. So they start at the entrepreneur business level. This entrepreneur business level pays out in increments of 125 over and over, plus has a residual component to it by itself where it pays through three levels every time people that you sponsor get paid. Every time they get paid, you earn money. I'll get to that, but I need you to know, be aware of it. Then you see the business specialist level. It pays out in increments of $300. It costs $100 to get started, but it pays out over and over without limits as often as possible, $300. Some of you have probably had someone tell you they just made $300. That's why. It means they've completed their business center and of the business specialist center. And the next level is the business manager level. Love this one too. It's pretty hot, pretty popular. Over and over again, every time this business center completes, you earn $900. Costs $300 to get started with this one. Once you're in any of these, you're always in it. You never have to pay in it again. Once you're in it, you're always in it. The business director level. It costs $500 to get started with this business director, this level. And with this level, it pays out $1,500 over and over. With each level you get additional services and additional products available to you. The business vice president level. This is an elite group of people who said, you know what, I'm going forward. I want higher payouts, and they get it. Why? Because although it costs $1,500 to get started, that's all it costs. It pays out in increments of $4,500 over and over and over again without limits. Yes, just like that, without limits. And our business president level. This is the granddaddy, the papa, the grandpoobah. It costs only $3,500 to get started, but it pays out over and over again without limits, $10,500. The beauty here with this compensation plan is once a person pays to get started, they never have to come out of their pocket again. It's your choice. So we have many people who have all six of these business centers, and they only started in one or two. We have people that paid in from the beginning in all six. Whatever the way you use it, it doesn't matter. We have an e-wallet system to keep our subscribers from paying it out of their pocket. Now, before I take another step, I'm going to tell you something that's going to make you happy. We never, ever, ever go into your bank account and take money out. I know companies put you on something called auto ship where you forget that you have it and then money comes out and now you got to go apologize to your spouse for bounced checks. Well, you're not going to have that here. We made a commitment when we started. We're never going to do that. If someone pays us for anything, they're going to do it on their own, or through our e-wallet system. How many have loved that? You're not going to have anyone go into your checking account and disrupt your flow or if you're miscounting or any of those things. So whatever it is that you have to pay for, you will pay for using your e-wallet system, or you will pay for it yourself, but we will never automatically do that ourselves. So someone says, what if we have 10 people? Good question. Here's where these business centers work. With a business center, it's called a 2x2 follow me system. With a 2x2 follow me system, any combination of six people, whether you sponsor one, some, or none, every time in any of these business centers, you have a total of six people in them, it automatically pays you. The great thing is, sometimes you sponsor all of them if you want. Sometimes you move so fast you don't give anyone else a chance. But sometimes you're just getting started, you're learning, and it still fills up. No matter what combination, no matter which business center, it's going to pay out every time it fills. Great question. So let me move on. Now, what about this maintenance monthly cost? Well, we use an e-wallet system for that. So let's say you just completed this business center and it paid out $900. Well, you never have to come out of your wallet because the $25 would come out of that. You can pay it with your e-wallet funds at any time, no matter how much you have. Some people like to keep thousands in there. Some just they withdraw it every time they make it. That's fine too. The cool thing is, when it's time to pay your monthly cost, you can do so with generated money, not your family's money. Let's continue. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. You'll get time to do that on your own on the website that someone gives you, but I'm going to tell you what determines how many products you get or how much of the services you get. It's depending on which business centers you're a part of. Whether it's the business specialist level, whether it's the direct manager or director, executive vice president, or business president level, it determines how many of the products you get, whether they're digital products, whether they are sales letters, websites, or landing pages, whether they are the autoresponder subscriber list, they go up. You can start with as little as 100 or go up to as many as 1,500 to 10,000. It's up to you. Even the cloud storage, maybe it's one computer, 2 terabytes, and 1.5 terabytes. Doesn't matter. You can determine how much you get depending on which level you have. Remember when I talked about the President Circle? The difference it makes is it creates a catalyst also for your products, not just your money. I'm going to show you later how it gives you more money every month, every week. But right now, I'm going to show you that with each product, when you're a member of the President Circle, you also get additional products in each level of business that you're at, additional services at each level of business that you're at. So now that I've gone over that, we're going to go outside. Before I go over the dynamics of the business center, I want to show you the power of the residual payment plan. You pay in $25 a month. That keeps your business active, your autoresponder, all those things. How many of you would like for me right now to show you more leverage than you've seen in a business that requires you to pay much more? I'm going to show you money that's going to make your hair curl tighter. I'm going to show you consistency so you can earn while you're getting better. You can earn while you're building. But I'm going to show you something powerful. If you're ready for that, type in the number 3. You want me to show it to you. If you don't want me to show you, I won't. I'll continue with this. But you need to understand, okay, someone said go for it. Curly hair. Yeah. I have naturally curly hair as an African American, so I understand it. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see here. Generate contest. This got to be it. No, leaderboard. Okay, here we go. All right. Here it goes. Now, let's say that you're not a great marketer. You're new at this whole thing of home business. You're new with internet marketing. So you're going to be a little bit average or below average, and you're going to have 5 people. You'll sponsor 5 people to your team. And then everyone at that level, all 5 of those, you teach them, you train them, you work with them with this company to do the same. And everyone, through 5 levels, they produce 5 people. That's it. You're not going to get 10 or 20. You're not going to get 30. When you do so, you'll be earning $3,900 a month. But that's not what I'm going to show you. How many of you know you've been in business before and you certainly have sponsored a lot more than 5 people? Let's go ahead and see. Type it in. You definitely type in number one. I can do five or so. I can remember around five. I five or higher. If that's you in here right now, I want to go and type in the number one. I want to show you something. I'm going to mess your head up. Okay, good. Now let me show you. When you become a member of the President Circle, remember I told you that it's a catalyst to your income. When you become a member of the President Circle, you can earn through more levels. Let's take a look at what happens when you have those same five people through 7 levels. No, you can be paid up through 11 levels when you're a member of this company, when you are a member of the President Circle. But let's take a look. Someone take a guess. Take a stab in the dark through five. If you only sponsor 5 people through these levels, how much do you think you're making? Remember, you're only paying in $25, and we create a redistribution algorithm to pay you back. What do you think? Someone type it in. Someone said 20K. That's a great number. Someone said 10,000. That also is a great number. Another one of my guests. My guests tell me what you think you're making. Okay, good. Okay, these are good numbers. 30,000. Now I'm going to do better. I'm going to go back to 4 people. Let's say you're not just average, but you're just on the cusp of average and below average. This is the most you're going to do all year, and your whole team all year long. This is all you do. 4 people. Everyone at each level, that's all they bring in is 4 people. Here's what you're making. 58,728. See, my business partners and I, we determined let's put together a business model that's not just for the top 3% of people in business. Let's put something together that everyone can play at. Everyone can come to the table. If you can do this, you see, and reproduce it in the next level where those 4 are able to get 4 people. And then, of course, those 16 are able to get, of course, therefore, what you have through 7 levels is an income of people paying $25 a month to do business and the company giving it back to you in something called unilevel payout. Now, how many of you will acknowledge, it doesn't matter if you join us or not, you acknowledge that that's great value. Great products, but this is great financial value. Admit it. Yes, this is monthly. Type in the number 1. You don't have to join us. I just want to see if you can at least recognize and admit that this certainly would be a great change to all the work you've been doing. Great. Then good. Then I don't want to scare you and put the number 5 in there because it's going to scare you. Put the number 5 in. Let's say that you're great. How many? Let's say that you just bring in 8 people yourself. That's it. The rest do 4. Now you're at 117,456 a month. This is the power of what happens when a company decides not to take all the money you bring in and they go out and buy 3 or 4 mansions in different countries and buy their new Bentleys and Maseratis. They're putting the money back into the hands of the members. I determined to find business owners to become a part of this vision with me who already have money so they don't try to rip you off to make a better life for themselves. What we've done, we put together a system that every one of you can join and certainly have a better life because we're not taking the money. We're giving the majority of this money back. And I'm not just saying it, I'm demonstrating it. The person that invited you here has probably already demonstrated it by showing you off how much they're making. Now, before I show you the 2x2 follow me system, I'm going to present some more good news to you. We also decided to we know that companies they change the comp plan because they realize their subscribers are making more money and they're not making as much as they want to, so they change it in one day, and then you lose an entire income, an entire zero on your check. In some cases, people lose entire organizations. Well, we made a commitment that we'd rather shut down than do that. So here's the deal. We're not going to change the comp plan unless we're enhancing it. What I mean by that is we would never change a comp plan where it takes money away from the members, regardless of how it's going to benefit everyone. We used our accounting team and our corporate team to make sure that what we put together, it suffices. We're not going to change just because, of course, you're making too much. We want you to. We want to become a new culture, a new standard for the industry that is really for the family, that is really for the single parent, the young teenagers. We've got 18-year-olds on the leaderboard. Before I go back, let me just get to the leaderboard because some of you are asking. I am amazed as I look at this. Is he still here? Maybe he's not on anymore. Let's see, Abner. Wow, in one day he's knocked off, but it's okay. This young man is so impressive, a young man out of Texas. Just graduated from high school. He's killing it, traveling all over the state of Texas with a great income, changing his family's life. Now he'll be able to go to college in the upcoming year because of what he's doing. I'm very proud of him. But anyway, I won't show. I'll come back to the leaderboard later. I was hoping he was still here. I waited a day too late. But congratulations to everyone who is on the leaderboard making things happen. Maybe the person that invited you is here. I don't know. Let's go ahead and go back. Get back to the presentation. Now that I've done that, I've gotten over this. I want to go ahead and, someone's asking me a question. Let me see this. So what can I do to really grow? Great question. Number one, before I get to this part, I want to get to it. The best thing I tell you to do is plug into what the company's doing. Do what a lot of people have done that invited you here. Instead of trying to become a master recruiter, send them to our presentations. We'll present the plans for your people so you don't have to spend all day trying to recruit. Be smart. Don't be a guy that has to work too hard. Work smart. Send them to our recorded presentation or send them to this live one and let us help them so they don't have to make this emotional high decision based on a low. Because what happens is when the emotions go up, the intellect goes down, and then they'll regret it the next morning. But let them just see the presentation of the products and the services and the comp plan and say yes or no. That's how you grow. Work smart. Plug into the company's resources to do it for you so you can have some freedom, more time with your spouse and your children. Great question. Does that help you, by the way? Does that answer help you for now? Because I'm going to go ahead and move on. Thank you. All right. Now, in this 2x2 follow me system, everyone you sponsor, when they complete their business cycle and make money, they get paid, they automatically start refilling your business center. Remember I said every time it fills up, in any combination of 6 people, you get paid? Well, when you have people that you sponsored, every time they make money, they have to start over again. But when they start over again in your business center. Let's take a look. When this completes, you make $125 if you paid $50 to get started in it. Everybody that comes in and pays $50, every time they do it, and they fill it up, you get paid $125. Same thing with the next level, the business specialist level. When they pay $100, any combination of 6 people, whether you sponsor 1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, 5 of them, or all of them, or none of them. Maybe your sponsors sponsored 2 of them, and then those 2 sponsored the rest, and you didn't sponsor any. You're just learning how it works. Or you sent 6 or 7 people to the business presentation like you're on now, and they all sign up. Whatever the combination is, you get paid $300. And it works the same for every level. It's the same amount of work. The same amount of work. Any combination of 6 people. So the same amount of work it would take you to find 6 people who would join at $50 level. It's the same thing for the ones who would join at the $300. The work is the same, but the payout is different. Here we go. Any combination will pay out $900. And so on. And so forth. That's right. Same mathematical principle. Different starting amount, different payout amount, over and over again. Someone asked, how often can you do this? As often as you can. We've got some who we've seen be able to do a hat trick. 3 in the same day on the same one. We've got some who just can do 1 or 2, like 3 or 4 in different ones a day. It's crazy. Some people, maybe it takes a whole week to do it because everyone's different levels. Some are part of a team and they work together in a unity and they are able to do some magical things. But the principle is the same. You don't require to have some magical responsor. I'm going to tell you something. It's called home business for a reason. It's not called home social group. It's called home business. And in a home business, you're the CEO, not your sponsor, not all these other people. Some of you, unfortunately, your incomes are going to constantly be low because you won't work unless you have a team of people around you doing it. What my family and I have learned to do is build from the ground up ourselves and create the team that we wanted. We didn't look for the team to be on. We created the team we wanted so that we could have a culture of people growing. So you have all kinds of options in front of you, and any combination of these 6 people are going to create payouts for you over and over again. In the upper left-hand corner is the startup amount, and in the right-hand corner, after it completes, is the amount that you get paid over and over again. Now, that's the 2x2 follow me system. Many people have made it clear that they thought that this is all that we pay until I showed the residual component. The reason you want to send people to this presentation or to a recorded presentation is because it goes over everything, not just the two by two business system. Because you're cheating people if that's all they see. No wonder many people only want to get started at $50 because they don't get a complete picture. Send them to the real deal so they can get it. Now, as we look around, note, I consider this a real financial solution for ordinary people because it doesn't take a great it doesn't take a business degree to be able to do it. It takes the ability to be coachable, follow instructions, and certainly be open to learn new things. And so, ordinary people, a person with a sixth grade level of understanding can do this. A person who unfortunately didn't go to school, but they really have they've been around working, they've been living their life with their family, but they need a chance. They can do it. You can be a single parent, a person who's gone through a horrible divorce, and you're stuck with you have all these children. You don't have the way to help them. You can do it. Doesn't matter if you're in a wheelchair tonight. If in fact you don't feel that anybody loves you, it doesn't matter what your story is. You can do it, and we're going to work with you. We're going to do our best to support you. We're not perfect. We are growing with the company. In fact, we are constantly in meetings with our support team, with our corporate team to find out more and more creative ways to provide a more pleasurable experience for all of our users. So you're not alone. You don't require to have the sponsor from Sponsor Heaven. You can just come in and do your thing. We are going to be here with you. Now, with all that said, I will tell you that you would have a great opportunity to get back with the person that invited you here so you can get started. But before you do that, let me show you some cool things. We got to get back and show you the rest of some more compensation. I showed you two of the ways. I showed you that we have a 2x2 business system that pays on increments of 125 all the way up to 10.5. I've also showed you our residual component. It's pretty cool and amazing. That residual component, we call that our unit level, and that pays out tens of thousands a month. In some cases, multiple six figures a month, depending on how you're going to build. But now, let me show you some more. Before I do that, note that we like to use our e-wallet system and not have everyone always go into their bank account. So you can literally start at some of the lower levels and then take the earned revenue and upgrade to be able to make more. Or you can pay them all from your own money as well. We don't care. You just get there. Don't stay at the bottom. Work your way up because you get higher and higher payouts. Now, let's take a look. Here's another way that we pay. We have the entrepreneur bonus level. Every time someone you sponsor finishes a 2x2 entrepreneur level business, you get paid. The people you sponsor, you make $5 every time. Every time that they get paid, every time their business center fills and they get paid, they re-enter into your business center to help fill it up again, and you make $5 every time they do it. What's cool is some of you have sponsored 30, 40, 50 people. I don't know what your story is. Every time that the people you've done that with, every time they close their business center, you get paid $5 over and over again. Here's something really sweet. Imagine this. What if they sponsored 5 people? Wow. That's 25 more people every time that they do it. Every time they cycle, they close their business center, you earn $3. We decided to go 3 levels deep in this. We're giving you back some of the money these people paid in the $50 so that you can earn through a residual. Because here's the deal. If you get started with a home business and there's no residual to it, you have no time to live your life. You can't take a month vacation. You can't take 3 months off and take care of a sick loved one. We wanted to have that because we realize we're real people ourselves. We want you to be able to live like we do. We have the ability. Even before starting this company, we live within freedom. You deserve to know what that's like. What about through the third level? Yeah. When you sponsor people and they sponsor people, the people that they've sponsored, when they cycle, close their business center, you're paid $2 every time. This is a residual income that has nothing to do with you anymore. You just keep working your business and look inside your back office, and you will see an area where you can see in your e-wallet, you have a pending. Let me show you what that looks like. Hang on a moment. This component's pretty cool. When you look in your back office, you will see that you have different. It says your estimated entrepreneur bonus. This person is 34. But if I logged into a real account, this is not a real account. If I log into a real account, you would see pending 1,200, 13, 4. There are people that are making thousands a week just from this entrepreneur level bonus. Pretty cool. So that being said, you can see with your e-wallet, you can say, here's your digital wallet, digital product commission, your unit level residual, your pending cycle commission. We get to look at it all through your wallet. Now, all that being said, I'm going to go back here so we can. I want to finish up with you. I don't want to take up your whole night. I want you to just see. Yes, we have the 2x2 follow me system that you come in, and every time, of course, it fills, you're paid out different amounts. Did that, done that. It's a follow me income. It's cyclical. This pays out every single week, but it's only one aspect of our payment system. Now, the residual, I showed you examples of what you make through 5 levels. If 5 people, if you sponsor 5 and they get sponsor 5, I told you it's 3,900. This is what you make if only 4 do it. Examples, no problem. Now, let's get down to Turkey. The President's Circle. Here's another way it pays. It's called Fast Start. Fast Start means, first of all, it costs $300 one time in the life of the subscriber. If they become a member of the President's Circle, they get paid through more levels, and they also get to make something called car bonus, which I didn't get to yet, and they also are able to get Fast Start. Every time you sponsor someone into the President's Circle, you make $50. Every time they sponsor someone into it, you get $20 for each one, each individual. And this adds up. This builds up fast. This comes out to be a few $1,000s extra a month as well. Through 5 levels, every level, not the people you sponsor, but the people they sponsor, through 5 levels, you're earning that income. Some of you, you've been a part of companies before, they've had strong unit levels. I'm here to tell you, this is a way to generate a lot of money. Someone asked me if we go through the Better Business Bureau. The Better Business Bureau neither approves or disapproves companies. They only have we are a Colombia. We started our business in Colombia. My wife's a Colombian. Our president's a Colombian. We started it there. So we are part of the direct selling associations and so forth. And we are not a United States company, although we are going to apply for a status here to be able to get that. So once we have what you call the Better Business Bureau, which only says that you have a business, it's not telling if you are approved by the government or disapproved. And I'm sure if you understand that or not, but yes, that is something that is in the works. We just entered into the United States within the last year, or at the end of the year, end of 2013. But certainly that's a part of it. Thank you for that question. Now that I've finished that, I don't want to keep jumping off and confusing people. The President's Circle, it pays out through this Fast Start, but also something called car bonus. Now, what car bonus does, let me just get back over there. Car bonus. Let's see if this is it. No, this is it. No, this is it. Okay. Every month, here's what we do. We take and give increments of $500 in car bonus. Last month, our highest was about $12,000, and our average was about $2,500, $2,500, right? Every time you sponsor 3 new people to the President's Circle, you earn $500 more for car bonus. If you sponsor 6 total people, that's $1,000. So if you sponsor, let's say 12 people, that's $2,000. That's the way it works. But there's also another option to generate car bonus. Every time you sponsor at least 5 people into the business manager level, business or higher, you earn another $500. This adds up throughout the month. We are probably going to change it to lifestyle bonus because people are able to pay their mortgages with this. It's not really, I guess calling it a car bonus is kind of funny because initially, in the countries in which we were operating initially, this is what, they were doing. They were earning their car bonus. They were looking just enough to pay car bonus. And then we took the limits off in October. There's no limit. So now people are earning thousands of dollars every month through car bonus. When you're a member of the President's Circle, you get to participate in this. This is another reason why the President's Circle is powerful. Now, every month, there's another way that we pay. This is through something called contest. With these contests, every month, we give away money to the top producers. And then we place the statistics on a leaderboard. The number 1 producer in the contest, you get points. Now, here's the cool. You don't get points just for sponsoring people. You get a point every day when you log into your back office just for doing your own business. Yeah, you get points for making sure that you've, let's see, what else are points for? When you sponsor a person into the entrepreneur level business, you get a point for that. You get points for different things. And so at the end of the month, we use this leaderboard. Whoever's at the top gets first, whoever's at second, whoever's at third, those are the people that earn it. This changes all month long. In fact, the last day of the month, you will see these numbers changing a lot. In the last 2 or 3 days, they just start changing as people are building up. We also show who the top 10 recruiters are for the month. As you can see, this point system for this is not just recruitment. It's about being a full-fledged business person. We actually give you points for doing things in your business. So, you notice the people at the top here are not necessarily the top there. Why? Because it's about being a good business person. So we include many different things, not just that. So if you're only an okay recruiter, it doesn't mean you're out of the game. Then we also show the top 10 cyclers who are cycling the most or completing their business centers for the month. Here they are here. Now, we have so many different dynamic ways of paying. I wanted you to see that. Now, let me get back to it. As we close out, we talked about the unit level and how it pays through many levels where you can earn hundreds of thousands a month for sure. We talked about that. But just as a recap, we have a 2x2 system. It pays out weekly. We have the digital products where you get 100% of what you sell. Finally, we have the entrepreneur bonus, which pays out residually every month. Residual. It happens without you. It happens because of people who are below you are doing their work and getting paid. Every time they get paid, we pay you through 3 levels. We have the residual commissions, which you've seen in the income estimator. We also have the contest bonuses. We have our lifestyle car bonus. And finally, Fast Start. We have great products and new products coming with our Language Institute. We have IC Pages coming, which is a sort of like lead pages, but we believe it's better. Well, you're going to love what we've included in this. We have so many things in the pipeline. We have great products, and we also have a good combination of a compensation plan. I want you to get back with the person who brought you here, invited you here, and you tell them, I liked it. Tell me more. I'm ready to get started. You know enough to make an intelligent decision. Maybe that answer is no. Maybe that answer is yes. Whatever it is, go ahead. The person thought of you to invite you to be our guest. I'm asking you to get back with them. Now, there's many things I've covered. I'm going to answer 2 or 3 questions right quick about anything I've covered, anything related to our products and or the compensation plan for our guest. If you're a member, you can certainly use our live chat or you can find other ways of getting questions answered, but these are certainly for our guests. I don't want to steal their time away before we close down tonight. Thank you all. I want to just, while you're thinking of a question, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. We know that you're a real person. You have a life. You probably have a spouse, or maybe you do or don't. You have children. We know that you represent people that you care for. So we want you to take your time and go ahead and think about, look it over and get back with someone because we know it can make a difference. Either way, if you decide this isn't for you, we want you to know we know that your life matters, and certainly you may have even said goodbye to someone you love dearly this past year. You've had some tough times, whatever it may be for you. We thank you for being our guest. You're not obligated to be a part of what we have going on. We're growing. People are coming in every minute, and it's okay if you decide not to. But if you decide to do it, we're going to lock arms with you. We're going to work with you. We're going to set it up where you can bring people to our live presentation so they can get started. We have an orientation. In fact, it starts tomorrow at 7. You'll be able to go through new member orientation so you can see what's next. You won't be alone. So you've got a choice. And whatever that choice is, you're not going to lose any friends over here. We certainly are grateful that you're here and wish you all the best. So that being said, I wish you all the best of 2014. God bless you, and I wish you well. Congratulations to you.